Hey friends, I'm back with my second video. In the last video I posted, I mentioned I had 3 other dreams regarding end times that I would post. This dream I'm getting ready to tell you about, I had about a year ago. And I really feel the Lord has been preparing me for a second coming soon, so I'm in a different state of mind than I was when I had my first rapture dream 9 years ago. And let's just say God has lifted the veil from my eyes, and that's all I'm going to say. So let me get into this dream. I don't want to keep babbling. Okay, so in this dream, once again, I was riding in the car. This time, I believe I was by myself. I was definitely on the highway going across the bridge because I remember water being below me. When all of a sudden, the ground began to shake. It's like this violent earthquake was taking place. Ahead of me, I could see the bridge crumbling, just falling apart. There were these large chunks of concrete falling into the water below, along with cars, along with people. Just as in the first dream, people were jumping out of their cars and running, screaming, just terrified. I could hear people screaming in terror, and I was right along with them. We're running, we're screaming, we're trying to get away. In an instant, I could see all these huge buildings beginning to disintegrate. It kind of reminded me of 9/11, when all the buildings collapsed. And it was frightening how many people died so fast just by either falling off the bridge or just being crushed by large objects and pieces of debris and glass, and it was like something out of a horror movie almost. It was at that moment that I knew the end was here. I closed my eyes and said a quick prayer for the Lord to just make my death quick. I just knew at any moment I would be crushed just like everyone else around me. So I waited. That moment never came. In fact, it was the complete opposite. It was then that I was taken up high in the air to where I was overlooking everything taking place. It was kind of like I was watching everything play out as if watching a movie. Kind of like I was there, but not there, if that makes any sense. So I was in the air, just floating, looking down and watching the bridge continue to fall apart. Watching as building by building crumbled into dust. Watching the ground splitting open. Watching people dying. With all the destruction going around, it seemed as if I was out of harm's way. It was as if the Lord was showing me that I was safe. And He was showing me the vision that's coming. Just then, a massive tsunami with waters rising as high as mountaintops came out of nowhere and swept over the land. Then I was shown a map of the world, but the focus was on the United States. It's crazy because in my dream, it was actually as if I was looking at the world map. I could see all the different shapes and sizes of each state. I could see the ocean and so forth. And this is a little hard to describe, but looking at that map, I saw the destruction of the United States. And the first place to be destroyed was California. The whole state split apart and just fell into the ocean. On the map, I could see the actual state of California crumbling and sinking into the ocean. It was like, after that, I could see the splitting of the United States. It was like there was a three-way split of the U.S. The other splits I can't really recall. I want to say the other one was somewhere up north, like towards Michigan, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do know there was like a three-way split with the U.S. Then I heard a woman's voice covering the news, and it was as if I was watching TV. In my dream, I could vaguely see a woman reporting the earthquakes, tsunamis, and the devastation of California on some news channel. She confirmed that California was indeed completely destroyed. There was nothing left of it. In my dream, I could see each state just being taken out one by one until the U.S. was pretty much gone. It was gone. That's all I can remember of that dream. When I woke up, I wasn't really shaken up because I've been keeping up with what's going on, and I know how close we are. It was just really intense, that dream. I had California in my mind when I woke up. So I went on YouTube to see if there was anything being said about if anybody else had dreams similar to mine. And that's when I came across a bunch of other videos with people who pretty much had the same dream that I had. Many of them had dreams of a three-way split with the U.S. It's crazy. I don't know, people. I don't know. I just feel that we're closer than most of us think. Some of us don't want to see it. Some of us just try to turn away, act like it's not happening, but it's happening. That's the reality. It's in our face. We see what's going on. Everything is getting more intense. It's going to continually get intense as we get closer. God is visiting many people in their dreams, not just adults, but kids too. My best friend's daughter had a rapture dream where she saw floods and high waters, which I'm pretty sure was a tsunami. And my best friend also had a rapture dream, and she had a rapture dream of Christians getting beheaded. That's the persecution that many in other places are already suffering. I mean, we see what's going on. The riots, talks of war. We're getting close. Things are just really getting out of control. I'm just going to say, please stay close to God and keep praying. Friends, we're very close, so we must stay alert and of sober mind. We know the enemy will stop at nothing to gather as many souls as he can, and he has his army with him. We're in a war, people. We're in a war. And there will be a falling away of many believers. Many people will be deceived. Please don't let that be you. We must be strong and keep the faith no matter what happens. That's all I'm going to say for now. Until next time, I love you all. May God be with you.